Hey everyone, my name is theSirhc and welcome back to another episode of Colonies, my single player Let's Play series. Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost appearing out of the spooky painting. Yep, I'm dumb. It's Christmas time, we got our wonderful Christmas presents here, very beautiful. I had one wool left over from last episode, so I made this painting, and behind the painting is where I've been getting all my stone. Just a nice little secret doorway, secret passage to a big hole in the ground where I've been mining up all the cobblestone that I need since I've sort of shaped this cave to the way that I want it to be. This is where I was getting stone originally, but I like the way the cave is looking, so we needed a place out of sight to get some of our stone. And you may see there are ores here. We do have a no caving rule, but we're going to take these ores because they're right here. And really, the no caving rule is just meant to make us go a little bit slower. We can't just get diamond gear right away. We can't get lapis for enchanting right away. We can't get tons and tons of redstone so we can make a super farm to get items. It's just meant to slow down our progress a little bit. I'm not too worried about the coal. I got quite a bit of charcoal already, and I can mine that up if I need some more. But if we find like surface iron, like in the extreme hills, or if I'm doing something like this, just digging out an area to get cobblestone, and I find ores, or if I'm digging out an area for a build, I'm just going to take the iron, because otherwise we're going to go really slow. We really do need some iron for like a bucket, and the only other way to get iron right now would be to either find it in chests, or to kill a bunch of zombies, or to get some iron golems spawning, and that takes a little bit more effort than I'm ready for. So I've been doing quite a bit of work here on the island that we are going to name Stormy Island, or Stormy Isle. That was a suggestion from the last episode from Summer Gaming. Thanks for the name suggestion. I was thinking about calling it Phoenix Island, which was another suggestion from Alex Pope, because this is like we were kind of reborn. This is the restart sort of the circus, and I like the name, but it seemed a little bit too grand almost for this very small, simple island. We got tons of chickens growing up around here. I have some extra seeds to breed them as well, so I've been breeding them up, trying to get tons of chickens here. But anyways, so I think Stormy Isle fits pretty well. That's what we're gonna call this place. I've been working on the boat a little bit, trying to make it look a little bit more sunken. I sort of made that back corner droop down a little bit, as well as part of this side. I think it looks a little bit better. Before it was too straight. It looked too much intact, but now it's a little bit better. It could still use some work, but I think it's getting there. I've taken out all the dirt from like the entrance here and put some cobblestone, some stone. I've mixed in some stone in some of these large patches of cobblestone, so it's not quite, it's not huge patches of just the cobblestone. I think that looks a little bit better. We've gotten some more big trees grown up around here. Still working on that, trying to get couple more. I've put in some stone brick here as the railing of this bridge to add a little bit of texture variation. It looked kind of bad when it was just all cobblestone. And the big thing that I've been working on, I've kind of been AFKing here, waiting for this stuff to grow up. I got all of this filled in with wheat, so we now have tons of wheat. We got some pumpkins. We're doing pretty good. How are we doing on wheat? Yeah, that is a lot of wheat, and that's going to help out today. I'm going to, in fact, go through and get this all harvested. Today, our plan is we're going to head over to the village we found last episode, and we're going to kickstart our trading. We're going to put a wall around the place, get the villagers nice and safe. We're going to put a bunch of doors so that they start breeding. We're going to plant a bunch of crops and sugarcane around the place so that we have things to trade with, pumpkins, and then we're just going to start trading with them, start getting some items from them. And hopefully by the end of it, we might end up with some diamond gear already. And I've got my first bucket, which means, most importantly, we can fix this water and get this going all the way through here. This is the big thing right here. Oh yeah, no more flowing water through here. No more noise. No more getting pushed around. That's actually really annoying right now without depth strider or anything. Ugh. Alright, that is all filled in. Let's grab some water. The other thing I want to do is come through here, and we're going to set up some water and some light in here. Now, one thing that I realized is the pumpkins, you know, when they grow, they no longer have the face. And that means that we can't actually craft jack-o'-lanterns with them because they don't have the face on them. To put the face on there, we need shears. So I crafted up some shears. And I'm assuming once we've done that, we can combine it with a torch and we get a jack-o'-lantern. All right. So then what I want to do is, let's see, we want to hydrate this entire field. So if we do like from here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put one right under here, I'm going to dig down 2 blocks. Put the jack-o'-lantern there, put the water on top of it, and then I'm going to put a spruce trap door on top of that. So that's going to hydrate everything around it, plus we'll get a little bit of light from there, which will help this stuff grow a lot better. Also, when I harvest it, I don't have to worry about it turning back into dirt. And there we have it. The whole crop field here is hydrated, or will be hydrated. There's a few spots back here. These were the last ones I placed. But they're hydrating, and there's a little bit of light in the middle of the crop field now, so the crops will grow a lot better. It's very nice. One thing I noticed while doing this is it'd be really nice now that you have to actually shear the pumpkins, if you could shear them and then you could right click on them with a torch and make a jack-o'-lantern that way, instead of having to pick it up and then craft it with a torch. And then you have a jack-o'-lantern. That'd be really nice because it just eliminates the steps. You know, you could just do the one thing. Another thing that is really nice that 1.13 adds is you can now place this stuff without a block underneath. Oh, it's so amazing. It was such a dumb thing to have, honestly. Like having to have supporting blocks underneath things like this. It's ridiculous. It used to be the same with fence gates as well, but now you no longer need a block underneath those. Another wonderful change in the 1.13 update. All right, I think we are ready to head out to the village. I have tons of sugarcane to grow and to turn into paper for trading. I have pumpkins for trading, some pumpkin seeds to grow some more. I got some spruce saplings so we can grow up a bunch of spruce for our wood needs, and tons of wheat for trading. Got some cobble logs. Looks good. So let's head out on our boat. The village is somewhere over there. I'm not entirely sure where, but I do have the coordinates on hand. And I've made it to the village. First thing we're going to do is maybe we'll just set up shop in one of these. Which one do we want to set up shop in? Oh, it is turning nighttime. We need to take care of that. How about... Oh, that one's buried. I don't like that one. How about this one? It's nice and big. All right. So let's get our crafting table down. We'll just put it there. And let's make just one chest to start out with. Get all this stuff in here. And then I didn't bring a bed because I kind of want to leave my golden bed at the island. But I did see some sheep around. So let's go kill these guys and get a bed made before it turns to night. And sleep. There we go. Awesome. Now that that's taken care of, we can work on the village. So I guess I'll just turn all of this into wood. First thing I'm going to do is add a whole bunch of doors, because I want these guys to get started. I want them to start breeding right away. I suppose we could just make use of like one of these and just like fill this in with doors. We're just gonna do some quick and dirty stuff at the beginning. I'm not gonna focus on making this place look good. The main focus is just to make it work. So then, not in there. Let's do it. There's another small one here. So we'll just fill this in with doors. All of these are going to be valid. Dang it, did it again. Kind of blocked that off. All of those should be valid because they have a roof over them. We'll fill this in with doors. Let's just get rid of this. Just hide him in here. I could just make a block of doors, but this is easier because we already have like the space for them. Ah, I did it again. Come on, break. There we go. So we'll do that, get tons of doors. I think I did see some brown coats. Yeah, that one's fine. Which means that they can start, like they'll harvest these crops and they'll start, they can start just breeding on their own because of that. Now they will breed as well when we start trading with them. So I got 14 more doors. We could put them in here, or is there some other small ones? I see there's a cave over there. I'll have to block that off or cover it up. Get a few more doors in here. So this will just allow many more villagers to be able to spawn in here. This house is kind of enclosed. Okay. You know what? I got 8 more doors, and this thing will technically count because we got some blocks above them, and there's blocks in the middle there. Basically, for a door to be valid, it needs more blocks on one side than the other that have access to sun within 5 blocks, if that makes sense. So basically, with this door, if you count 5 blocks this way, you have 1, 2, 3 blocks covered, and then 2 blocks of sun. And 5 blocks this way, you have 5 blocks of sun, which means that technically this is the outside, and then you have the inside in here. So that works, and that works the same with all of these as well. They have a roof over them, so that means on one side you have more sunlight than the other. So everything is good there. So that means these guys can start breeding up when they feed each other. Next thing I want to do, I need to go grab the sugarcane. I want to get that laid down and start planting that and start growing that. Well, I got sugarcane planted all the way around that pool as well as that little lake over there. I've been kind of going around doing some dirt work, just kind of cleaning up the place, making it easier to get around. I also added 64 more doors, actually 66, because there's 2 doors on the outside over here, partly to add more, like to increase the population so that there can be more villagers here. Also, for some reason, these guys want to hang out over there. I don't know why. They're supposed to hang out by the village, and the whole village is over here. So hopefully by adding these doors, they'll kind of gravitate this way a little bit more and come back to the village. But we have some stuff now to trade. So let's start doing it, I guess. Let's grab that. We got tons of sugarcane. We'll grab all that. We'll grab all this wheat. And let's see what we can do with some emeralds. Let's see if we can just do this. It won't let me. So stupid. For some reason, it's like erasing my recipes because I know I've crafted paper already. And then it's also not letting me do that recipe thing if I haven't done the recipe, even though I have done the recipe, but whatever. So here we go. We should probably just do one and see what kind of trades he unlocks. Hey, get back here. Quit running away. So what kind of trades? We got Frostwalker 2. Interesting. Got compasses. That would be kind of nice. I mean, if there's a cartographer like this one right here, we can just buy empty maps. Otherwise, we can use those compasses. Stop running away. Get over here. What do you got now? I don't think you unlocked anything. Let's do that. Now are you going to reset? You're not going to reset. Why are you not resetting? I suppose I need to trade something else with him. You didn't open up a glass trade. So let's do that. Get a bookshelf. Now you'll reset. And now we've got the glass. Let's open up the glass. And we have new recipes. And then we got Blast Protection 1. Not great. Alright, we're just going to leave you alone. Let's go get some, do some more paper trading. Hey, we got a farmer over here. Fantastic. Alright. You're going to take all of my wheat. Let's, let you open up some more trades. We got 11 pumpkins. You can take all my pumpkins as well. Oh yeah, that's nice. And take some more of my wheat. We'll just do all of that. Very nice. All my paper's gone, so I think it is time to start getting some better tools. I got a toolsmith here. Let's unlock his trades. And what do we got? We got a pickaxe. All right. I might not have enough emeralds once he actually unlocks. Oh, we did get an iron pick, though. That's pretty good. At least it's an upgrade from our stone tools. What do you have for diamond unbreaking 2? And we have enough. Yes. We have... Oh, I accidentally bought 2 of them. Oops. What are you going to sell for your next one? Or is that it? Is that it? I thought they had more than just a pickaxe. Or maybe I need to do more trading. Anyways, I think what I'm seeing here is I'm going to need a lot more sugarcane. I still have tons of librarians and cartographers here that have open paper trades, but I've run out of paper. So I was going to make a giant wheat field. Yeah, and here I have a farmer. I still have tons of wheat, but he's already sold out of the wheat trade. So I'm going to turn this whole area into a marshland, kind of like we did in the circus with a glow. We made a giant sugarcane field. That's what I'm going to do down here. I do also want to put a wall around this place, but right now it's not a super big deal, and I kind of want these guys to move closer to the actual village for before I get going on that. It'd be nice if they could kind of congregate over here further. Well, our marsh here is taking shape. It's looking pretty good. Got a lot more sugarcane down. I'm really going to need a lot of lily pads, though, if I want to do this right. Because right now, I just keep falling into the water holes when I'm trying to harvest this. It's very, very annoying. It'd also be nice to have some more buckets to fill this stuff with water, because doing it with just one bucket is a real pain in the butt. But yeah, we are getting some sugarcane. I got some more emeralds. I managed to buy myself an axe from the weapon merchant. I unlocked the sword and the axe that he sells. This thing is a Silk Touch, Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3. Very nice. I like it. There does seem to be something wrong with these villagers, though, right now. I don't know if they're broken in the current snapshot, but I've tried waiting until like it gets dark, when villagers usually run into homes, and they're not running into the houses. They just hang out here. For some reason, they like being down here, away from the actual village. So I have no idea what's going on. It's like they don't... it's like they're not recognizing these doors at all. Like, even their doors that they have. I don't know why, what's going on. It's really strange. I hope that gets fixed. I hope it's not just a problem with my world or something, or we have some issues here. I think I am gonna start working on a wall around here, just because they do keep kind of gravitating out this way for whatever reason, to at least try and keep them in here, keep them centrally located. Also, I am going to eventually probably tear everything down in here and make like a nice looking village. Right now, I'm not too worried about that. I just want to get the trading all figured out. But if you have a name suggestion for this village that we can use in the future, let me know. I'm pretty excited. I am growing some more crops out this way. We got some pumpkins. My plan is to have just a bunch of stuff for trading out here. So we'll have like big fields up here on the hill of wheat, potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, melons. And then down in the valley, in the lowland over there, have the marsh, the sugarcane. Eventually, we'll have an automated sugarcane farm here, so that we don't have to worry about it. And maybe we'll kind of make it more high tech as we go along. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Anyways, to make this wall, I'm gonna make it out of logs, so I need to go chop down some spruce wood. That's where this new axe comes in handy. And we now have a wall going all the way around our little village here, going with like the vertical log look, kind of like a fort, sort of like a temporary, very sturdy, fortified wall. It's not like a sturdy, meant to last stone wall, but it'll do the job at keeping the zombies out at night, keeping those those evil monsters, keep the villagers safe in here. And like I said, later on we're going to tear out all the buildings here, do some terraforming, definitely fix up that area over there. And we'll have to design our own buildings, figure out what we want to do in this place, make an actual village here. And we have this whole field out there that we can use for crop farms, pumpkins, wheat, potatoes, carrots, all the stuff we can trade, melons. And then I want to expand the sugarcane out, basically all at this level, the level of the water there. So all through here, fill that up with sugarcane, make a giant marsh area so we can get paper whenever we need to do some trading. And as we get more resources, we can make an automatic sugarcane farm, probably just hide it underneath the village. We could also do some automatic crop farms with the villagers so that trading is just a lot easier. I think it'd be nice if we could just kind of make this our main trading area. It's a pretty nice area. It's not by the water, but whatever. This can be one of our non-port areas. Or if I find a village that's near the water, or I suppose I can just make my own village by the water. Not entirely sure, but I don't want to leave it like this, all messy. I do want to come back and eventually make it look a little bit better. But the villagers, I looked it up, and they are actually broken in this snapshot. They do not recognize doors. That's why they're just hanging out over here. They keep throwing food on the ground and not taking it, because they can't breed. They don't recognize the doors, so they can't do any breeding. I did make it so that they can hop over the wall one way here, so hopefully they'll migrate in here and get stuck like these guys have. And hopefully they fix that bug soon. We can get the next snapshot. I think it actually is fixed already. We just have to get the next snapshot whenever they're going to release that, because that would be lovely to get these guys breeding up and get them in here nice and safe. We got a lot of good work done here today, though, especially this thing. This thing is amazing. Chopping down all those trees, making this wall was super easy. Big quality of life improvement right there, getting an efficiency 3 diamond axe. I'm sure the pickaxes are going to be really nice as well. I just haven't had to mine up stone really yet. But let's head back to Stormy Isle to finish up the episode. Back on Stormy Isle, we'll end the episode with the comment of the episode. So, that golden bed treasure joke gives me an idea about the water cave. Why not turn it into a mini ruin? Maybe that'll be where you got those majestic sheets from, because that cave has potential. And that's comment is from Red the Destroyer. So, I made this yellow bed last episode, and I made a joke that it was like golden sheets that we got. And he's saying that we should do something with that and this water cave over here, which I have done a little bit of work on. I went to that spawner and I got some mossy cobble, so I mixed that in here, and I put a lot of stone underneath the water. And inside, this is all dirt on top. This is the farmland, so I put cobblestone slabs in here, and it's really hard to swim in here. But yeah, I put cobblestone slabs in here. There's actually a jack-o'-lantern right on top of here, which is why there's some light kind of peeking through. Mixed in some mossy cobble around here as well. And then over here, let's get rid of this block. And I'm going to put that there, I think. So we have a little underwater passage. And right here, this is where we're going to put a little treasure. Look, we found treasure here. Oh, I need to go get a pumpkin real quick. All right, so I'm going to put a jack-o'-lantern down there and a chest on top of it. And while I have the bucket now, let's actually fill this in as well. Get some water from out there. Fill this all in. And one more bucket. Right there. There we go. So that should all be source blocks there, right? I think. Maybe not. Oh no, I need some buckets down here as well. There we go. So now it should all be source blocks. If we pick that up, it'll fill in again, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe we need some water right in there as well. There we go. Cool. And then in here, we're going to put some treasure. So, I was gonna put a bed, but a bed is what we actually took out of here. So we're gonna put other golden things. I don't have any actual gold, but I have some yellow wool, and we have some yellow dye. So we're just gonna kind of mix these in here, and some yellow dye, some nice golden things, and then we'll put a sign here. I hope you don't mind me doing this, but I had to. Here lies the treasure of Captain Red the Bedwetter, named after Red the Destroyer, who left the comment. So he's got his golden sheets to disguise his bedwetting. It's kind of like the old pirate joke where the captain, every time they go into a battle, asks his first mate to grab his red shirt, and first mate asks why, and he says it's so that the enemy can't, or his crew can't see him bleeding. And then they go up against a very formidable force, and he asks his first mate for his brown pants. It's kind of the same thing. Captain Red has some nice golden sheets to make sure that his crew respects him. But anyways, that is going to do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed another episode here on the Colonies. Made some great progress. Everything is looking really nice, and it's moving along really nicely as well. We should be able to fight that dragon and unlock the underground in no time, I would say. But we'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.